All right. Hi, all. Bells here. Um, reason I'm making this video is it's to try to learn how to make them. It's all about adjusting volume levels and um, recording levels and video levels and stuff, and as well. Um, Ultimately, just be comfortable with how to uh, talk while I'm playing. The reason I want to do an LP is, to be perfectly honest, I love Minecraft. I've been playing it, I guess I want to say religiously for the last year or so since I found out about it. Um, I'm going to be starting a new fresh world, but in this test video, I'm going to be doing a world tour of what was a single player world turned into a LAN world, turned into a server for other people to be on. Because it wasn't just because I was trying to get other people on. There's a lot more to it. So essentially, this is Spawn, and so from here, I'm going to show you a little bit of the world and give you the tour, and I'm going to give you a sense of my motivations and why I'm here, how this all came to be. So, as we make our way over to the actual central village that we've sort of built, um, I'm a single dad, and at the moment, my oldest son is Zach. He's 17. He had the luxury of actually playing Minecraft from the true beta, the existence of it, and all of the updates. And I never knew what he was really doing, never appreciated what it was. And don't get me wrong, I'm a gamer, but never really appreciated Minecraft. I mean, he did 2 or 3 school projects with it, created some worlds and stuff for uh, I don't even know what class it was, but kind of impressed. Then we came to a situation in our life where him and his youngest brother, the only other brother, that other son that I have, is now just about to turn 9. So at the time, it was him and myself and Gabe. And so I was trying to find something for the three of us to do productively inside the house because we live in Canada, so there's some winters and stuff involved. Um, Computer wise. And believe it or not, it was either Borderlands 2 or Minecraft. And Minecraft popped up. And so I went through the trials from, I got Gabe and I accounts and joined Zach on this whole thing. And we started off, and it was incredible. We had all the computers on the kitchen table for the better part of like a month and a half when we started to get into this, and we just went to town. Don't mind down, Dad. Well, what do you mean, don't mind down? Just don't mind down. Oh, died in lava. I see what you mean, don't mind down. That's how it all kind of started. And this brings us to here, as I've been playing for about a year. If we actually zoom in for a sec, I have a buddy of mine on the server at the top of the mob spawner that I built, trying to get gunpowder to get TNT so he can clear out some room for a cathedral that we're in the process of building. It's the biggest build we've ever done on this server. And it's not like the server is highly populated. There's about 10 people who come on here, and not a lot of them come on here very often. That guy, Shinestorm, and myself are by far the two most uh, populating people who come on here. So let's get on with the world tour. Let's go that way. And we'll start with this. This truly was kind of the center of what I was creating around here. And so to get us around here, I came in with Zach, my oldest son, on this server, and he created this house. This was it. Okay. If you actually even bring this up, we created this house, and the first, ooh, don't even, what? Bugger. I'll do a profile on creepers soon enough. But he created this house, first off. And I mean, I was literally mining, trying to make myself useful, learning the dynamics of the game a little bit, and he outright just threw this up. He had the experience, he did so super. There was 3 beds. That was for him, and missing bed was for Gabe and me. And this literally was 0-0 for us, so to speak. And so with that being said, I'm sure this is I will learn how to edit videos very quickly due to creeper explodages, etc. But yeah, this is the first building to go up was this house. Okay, and that was our sanctuary. None of this was around here, and that's fine. I was still trying to, again, learn the dynamics of things and whatnot. And Zach and I had a quick talk, and he said, well, what theme do you want the main town to be? And I said, okay, well, really, it's Minecraft vanilla. Let's go with the kind of a rustic-y sort of thing. Not fantasy, but this is what he built first, was the enchanting tower. And it is a beautiful structure. He literally, out of nowhere, grabbed all the sheep he could find, dyed them blue for the roof. He made all of the cracked and the moss. It's been damaged and stuff since. I'll give you a quick tour. And essentially all it is it's about 5 floors with some stairs that run up. A little side room. He made a little bit of a potion room here. Okay. That was kind of sort of supposed to be for Gabe. Anvil, sort of repairing area. Of course, ender chests. And then up to the last floor was the enchanting room. So this was like a sorcerer's sort of thing. These were added afterwards by myself. And so we had the enchanting room. It's way before farms or me getting to know Minecraft truly in its depth and being able to manipulate and make farms and use it to its full potential. This is now a post office for the people on the server, but it used to be the original blacksmith shop. Now, I've been talking a lot about what Zach's been doing. What I was doing when he was doing that is trying to square off an area and light it up so that mobs wouldn't keep killing me. So I went to town, and when I say I went to town, like this wall right here, this has been rebuilt since by myself, but it was 20 blocks high with stone, much like you see here. If you look at this wall, I went 200 blocks in every direction, all the way around, and created the central, I want to say courtyard, but just a safe zone. And not even really that it turned into a safe zone because there's still stuff spawning and killing us all the time. And so that was the original beginnings of the village. Uh, Before farming and everything, the reason I bring this up is if I point out Zach's castle, and he's been the primary other builder at this point, besides myself. So if I bring him up, I'm going to point this out, is that he's got a lot of quartz into his build. And if you kind of notice the entrance to his castle, he's going for a like a Mario Kart. Oh, geez, the bad guy, the big turtle, fire breathing bastard from Mario Brothers. That was the inspiration for his castle there. But all of the quartz, as I said, it's before farming or experience or anything I understood. Every time that I needed experience to enchant anything, I would go out and farming for quartz, and I just did it for basically the levels. And I brought it back, and he would grab it and he would use it in his builds. And he went, "Hey, Dad, we should make a separation. Everything you do should be highlighted in nether brick, and everything I do should be highlighted in nether quartz." Looking back, and you know, when I start my LP and stuff, sure, I'll be able to dignify the difference as to how much effort went into providing my son with so much quartz. Look at all of that. It's chiseled, it's slabbed, it's just all over, and I really don't think he harvested a block of that ever. But if you have a teenager, that's what happens if you bring him on a server. He doesn't even go to church, but he felt the need to make a chapel, and that's where he thought he was going to make like a recovered zombie villagers area. Never really happened. Okay, I should move on with the world tour just a little bit. So, my younger son, Gabriel, big fan of bunkers. Bunkers like this, safe zones from zombies. And you know what? Let's walk into one just to go show you what it's like. Okay, it's got buttons. Always got buttons. And it is safe. It is lit. It is, nobody's going to get you around here. Now, this is his thing. He's got one there. He's got one here. He's got one up over yonder. Bunkers. Gabe loves bunkers. Okay. And he highlights them. He always changes them up, if you've noticed. He decorates them in different colored blocks. This one is a lapis lazuli bunker. That's awesome. This one down here, that's an obsidian bunker. Okay, sweet, super. He even went as far as discovering a new way to make underground bunkers. We call this the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bunker because it looks like a sewer bunker. But still, man, flower pots, everything, super. So that's the way he plays. Now, I'm trying to give you this as far as the history sort of goes. Maybe I should just start explaining what it is we can see in our view. This is one of the first things that I built when we got here after I did the wall, and it's not really aesthetically all that pleasing, but it certainly worked. Now, this is your atypical mob spawner, item collector. This is an Etho build. A big fan of his. And like I said, when I didn't know anything, I was building and playing, and on my second monitor, I just gravitated to Etho. I really liked what he was doing as far as his technical builds and stuff. I just related to what he had going on. Now we needed food and we needed items. And so in this corner of the wall, I built a chicken farm. And this is your basic chicken farm. It's got your basic chickens up here. These are your spawning chickens. They lay eggs into a line of hoppers. Drops down. Those hoppers go into a dispenser over here. Gets shot out into here. When the chicks grow up, they burn, causes cooked chicken, goes into a line of hoppers, drops down into here, which goes into I can't get out of there easily. However, drops into one of the lines of flowing water that leads up to the sorting machine, which I built second. I guess we can go and show you this next. It's the first time I ever played with pistons, and it was really 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 kind of neat. So everybody can make it. Well, sorry, not everybody. People can make automatic farms. And so you've got the water held back by there, and below the sand is pistons. I didn't even know what a slime was to make a sticky piston at the time. So I was using pistons with sand because it's gravity fed and it would fall back down on the pistons and then go back up, right? So this is the most complicated thing that I could manage, and at the time I thought water only went 8 blocks. And I also thought that vegetation and stuff would only grow within 8 blocks of water. So if you look at the dimensions of this here right now, it's kind of like 8 by 8. The reason that's kind of funny is, well, I was like mass production and I thought 8 by 8. So more, 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 more. At this point in time, we're using it for, yes, nether wart and anything that we wanted to because we have other farms available. But at the time, this to me was amazing. This was the most efficient farm I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and the reason it kind of worked is I will say that I cheated. Well, not cheated. I needed to know how items moved around. And again, uh, watching Doc M and Etho and their videos, they had elevators for items. And so we have your atypical glass elevator, fence post at the bottom, ice underneath, flowing water, dispenser over there. But yeah, now my world, this all goes up to the sorting machine, which I'll show you next. And it's evolved and evolved and evolved and evolved. And it's anything that drops down here comes through, hits the dispenser, goes up the sorting machine, and not only from this farm, because that was the original purpose, was just to collect wheat, some potatoes, carrots, like anything that I needed to harvest just to stay alive at the moment. And so you see me flash through this. Anything coming up this elevator now hits and flows across and to this sorting machine. Anything with in the picture frame will go into the sorting machine. These are the extras, so to speak. This has nothing to do with sorting. These are our turbo furnaces. I'll talk about that later. But these are mass building blocks, I guess you could say. And like over on the other side, we may have, seeds, melons, rabbit hide and rabbit flesh, string and spider eyes and stuff. Okay, these are not going to fill up fast. Not going to fill up huge. And so what I did is I extended the sorting machine up and over this way with a new sort of dropper hopper situation, because these are the mass blocks that we're talking about. And so you've got 1, 2, 3 chests for each one of these. And I'm missing some picture frames here. This should be dirt. Nope, sand. Another rack. Yeah. And crystals. And then these are just like the other side, except they have a third chest. What nobody knows on this server, except for me and Zach. Oh. Shit. What nobody knows, except for Zach and myself on this server. Okay. Whoa. 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 What nobody knows for... hold on. I gotta rebuild my machine. But nobody on the server knows down here except for Zach and myself. And if you remember, on the other side, there's a space in between every individual chest as far as the massive blocks goes. And these are the overflows. And this isn't necessarily to be a secret. It's because nobody on the server understands the way the sorting machine works. And when it gets bunged up, I'm the guy who needs to fix it. And I'm not really upset about having to do that, but I don't have to do it very often. So for the massive building blocks that will come in through the sorting machine, and there are many, many, many deposits into the sorting machine, as I will show you through the rest of the world tour. This is just kind of my way to make my life easy. And now, with that said, let's go. I will continue tomorrow with the world tour, because I haven't even gotten anywhere near the rest of everything that's going on. I say I'm a lot. By the way, this is my first video ever. So either which way, you know what? This is Bells doing my thing. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.